Just a quick update, I guess, if you will. But what I plan on doing as part of my content on my channel is somebody posted a like a I don't know, something about this road here in South Bend, Indiana. It's probably the notoriously most haunted place in South Bend, and they did a little post about it, and I was like, man. Not that I forgot about it or anything like that, but it's like, man, I should probably go out there and see what's up, just to see what's going on. And so I did a little bit of background information on it. I think I've been out there before, but it's just been so long, I don't really remember. But so I ended up finding this little blog here. So I'm going to read through some of it just to give you guys a little background information. Paranormal investigation in South Bend, Indiana, Monday, July 30th, 2012. So it has been quite a while. Not to say since everybody's been out there, but at least since it's been documented, I guess. My first ever investigation took me to South Bend, Indiana on Friday, July 13th, 2012 to investigate Primrose Road. According to locals, the most haunted place in South Bend is Primrose Road, which has several stories attached to it. One story claims that you must drive exactly between 20 miles an hour and 30 miles an hour. If you don't, your tires will suddenly go flat or your car will die. Cell phones don't work in the area, which that doesn't mean anything. Ghosts appear out of the woods, and people seem to be running through the woods. I'm assuming that's on the side of the road. There are other stories of ghostly warnings and a creepy farmhouse that appears out of nowhere. That I have read about before. Supposedly, a woman will appear and either grant you good luck or make your car disappear. I'm assuming that's after your car tires apparently go flat or whatever. Also, on Primrose Road is the Blood Rock. The rock sits in the middle of a pond at a local housing development. The rock seems to move from time to time and changes its position. Primrose Road also has the haunted Adams Street graveyard. People who have taken pictures there on a clear day see their images turn out with light fog covering the tombstones. Okay. Again, probably just light fog. Bleh. Now, I actually thought that was, as a side note, I thought that was, now I'm just drawing a blank. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I thought that was, Portage, Prairie Cemetery, but I could be wrong. I'm sorry. Okay, the journey started from Mishawaka, Indiana, while on vacation at a friend's house. My wife and I were informed that there was a haunted cemetery nearby, and with it being Thursday night, just approaching midnight, I jumped on the opportunity to go there to investigate for Friday the 13th. My friend Lisa did not tell us the stories of the graveyard, just that it was known to be haunted. She told us the story of cars breaking down, or tires going flat if you did not drive down the road between 20 miles per hour and 30 miles per hour, but we were able to drive down the road with no problem. Okay. It is a dirt road consisting of nothing but many speed bumps, so vehicles driving down the road cannot speed. Oh yeah, they're right. As a side note, again, I thought it was paved since then. When we approached the Adams Street Cemetery, I immediately felt such an adrenaline rush as I spotted the extremely old tombstones in the distance. I immediately snapped pictures of the road itself with my Canon Power Shot. I'm not plugging it, okay? SXHS, and these are the pictures I got. There's a couple pictures here. There's really nothing to look at, but it does look like it's paved. It's even got lines going down the middle. As we entered the cemetery, I said some greetings and informed the spirits that I was not there to harm them or show them any disrespect, and that I did not want to be harmed. It took many pictures, and I was drawn to a specific grave that I could only make out "Wife of George Scott" on it. I placed my digital voice recorder on the grave and announced that I was going to leave the recorder there, so if anybody wanted to communicate, to just speak to the red light. I walked away and continued the tour of the cemetery with Lisa and a few of the teenagers, and I used my iPhone's memo recorder as a backup to try to pick up EVPs, which is electronic voice phenomena. In the car, I also left the Dell laptop with my condenser microphone just for the heck of it. Okay. He's got links to pictures, it looks like, or something. I made my way towards the back of the yard, and I couldn't help but notice the change in my mood. I had a bad case of goosebumps. I felt very sad to the extent I felt like I was going to break down and cry, which is something I'm going to tell you now, I probably will too. Emotional people, people that care a lot about other people and other animals or whatever the case may be, and are just, emotionally people, and that's just how we act. Or what happens, I should say. I sat in the grass in front of a grave and attempted to communicate with the spirits more. I couldn't help but notice the condition of all the tombstones and told the spirits that I'm sorry that people seem to have stopped paying them attention or respect. The graves were dated in the 1800s and were so deteriorated, I couldn't help but feel bad for these people buried here and are virtually forgotten and uncared for. There's a lot of, a side note again, there's a lot of cemeteries like that around here. Actually, it's not just this one. There's a lot of, like the ones that I've even been to, that the tombstones are broken in half and are just cracked to no end and are just so faded and worn. And so I mean, it's nice that he's pointing it out like that, but it's not just. I mean, I think it's a problem everywhere. I don't care for. I snapped more pictures and continued asking questions, holding my iPhone up, unaware of what my voice recorder back on the grave of George Scott's wife was picking up all alone in the pitch black night. I told the kids with me to go wait for me in the van so I could investigate alone for a while. The kids were acting up a bit, and I did not want the spirits to be offended or angry with us. At this time, another car pulled up outside the cemetery, and immediately I heard the sound of loud, obnoxious teenagers get out of the car and make their way into the cemetery. Side note again, I have a feeling this is a major problem out there because of its reputation. There's probably kids and people coming and going all the time, probably at all hours of the day and night. So it might be hard to even go there just me, individually, without there being other people out there, or maybe even being overly crowded. Anyway, as I walked along, I again noticed a change in my mood, this time feeling slightly annoyed and agitated. The more loud and obnoxious the teenagers got, the more I felt the energy around me turned negative. I warned one of the kids that ghosts do not like how he and his friends are behaving, and they should think about their own families, and they want people trampling around their graves, screaming and laughing. The boy actually apologized and said he didn't think of that, and they left. In all, I believe I took about 150 pictures, and more than half of them were riddled with orbs, and a couple other pictures showed some strange things, including the image of a person in white, which nobody was wearing anything white. Here are some of the pictures I've taken. We'll say some of the pictures he puts on here, he doesn't include what he says the person wearing white. I don't even see him in here. There is a weird light anomaly on one of these, but, I see. Anyway, Saturday, July 14th, I began to go through the voice recorder to see if any of the EVPs were captured, and to my surprise, I was able to catch several. After the investigation, I did the research about Primrose Road, and was then truly amazed by my findings. Here's a video for you to hear for yourself. Maybe I'll put the link for this website in the description. Growing up, I had many encounters with the paranormal. As I got older, I felt like I could feel spirits all around. I never feel very scared, but often get the feeling I'm being watched, and also sometimes feel negative forces around me. I got into paranormal, stay on A&E and ghost event, okay, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I still love you though. And I am paranormal entertainment for reasons. I'm currently looking around the Chicago area for more haunted locations. Well, there's plenty in Chicago, trust me. For all of you paranormal relations out there, Primrose in South Bend, Indiana is most definitely haunted. See, I hate whatever. I can only imagine what I've picked up with better equipment. Okay. So that was basically the gist of this blog that I found, about about Primrose and Primrose Road and the cemetery out there and all that stuff. So I'm definitely going to, have to, go out there. I'm sorry, I got a message. Go out there and check it out for myself. And not to sound like a little bitch or anything, I'm definitely going to go during the day first, so I have an idea of where I'm exactly going, what the road looks like, and I think I'll just get better footage out there. I don't think hauntings always happen at night. I mean, there's no on-off switch for that kind of thing. So, I'll probably end up taking my little ghost box and my little VOR recorder and my digital recorder and perhaps my my full spectrum camera, and I guess we'll just see what comes up. Maybe I'll just take a bunch of pictures. I don't know when this is going to happen. It's just going to be weather depending. This might not even be till spring. which is only probably a couple months away anyway. So, but we'll see. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. I do have plans to hit up some cemeteries like I always do anyway. So I figured, hey, might as well just hit this one up since it's supposedly haunted. And I can feel like I can kill, kind of like do a haunted video. And kind of do like a, hey, this is what the cemetery is, and we're going to check that out, and we're going to see if anything comes of it, I guess. I mean, and the ghost box videos will continue. I might actually do some of those, obviously in different areas as I go out too. Just for the heck of it, just for a few minutes, whatever the case may be. But I'm thinking I'm probably going to mainly try it, down here, because right now it's quiet. I'm home alone with my dogs, but they're sleeping on their beds, so it's quiet down here, and I think I can really get some good results, if you will, if I get any at all. But anyway, God, I ramble on so damn much. I'm sorry. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. This was story time with me, but I'll catch you all later. Again, peace out.